Salutations, my dearest friends. My name is Samantha, and today I'm going to be talking about some popular authors that I have never read from. Hello, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Vlogmas day. Who knows? I don't even know what day we're on, girl. I am trying with Vlogmas. I really am. You know, I'm trying to participate in Vlogmas. Not every day is going to be a vlog. It's just going to be a whole month of bookish content, and I will leave the playlist down below. But today we're going to be talking about some popular authors that I personally have never read from. I am pretty sure I have done this video at least once or twice, but the list of popular authors that I have not personally read from is quite lengthy. I don't say this to sound pretentious, and I definitely don't think it like makes you the cool kid to not like popular books. Not with the mindset that because a book is popular or because an author is popular, it's inherently overrated. You know, what I find is a lot of popular authors and popular books typically are contemporary romances, which usually is not the type of romances that I pick up. I like to read things that are just fucking bonkers. That's what I'm reaching for. I like a crazy bonkers historical romance, poly romances where there's like 5, 6, 7 people. For a good time. I'm here for wild, unhinged energy. So typically I don't pick up contemporary romances. So I am such a mood reader, okay? My attention span is very small. So I'll say that I'm gonna read a popular book and then I'm like, squirrel, over here. I get distracted, I see an Omegaverse, and then I fall down a rabbit hole. Okay, so that is my explanation. I'm justifying myself as to why I have not read from these authors. Also, I'm making this video with so much love, peace, and happiness and unity for all. If I'm mentioning your favorite author, I'm so sorry. Like, I have nothing against them, and this does not mean I'm not going to read from them eventually. I just haven't gotten to them yet, besties. Okay, that's my disclaimer, so y'all don't fucking roast me. Let's get into it. I'm gonna start with a very, very popular author. And to be fair, I have no excuse for this one. Elsie Silver. I have never read an Elsie Silver book. I think she writes small town romances, cowboy romances, question mark. I think one of her books has like a surprise pregnancy trope. The girlies go hard for Miss Elsie Silver, and her covers are very cute. I'll give you that. They're contemporary. I don't know. Just reading a straight romance, like a regular degular couple in a regular degular setting. I just need something extra. Something extra. Like, one is an Omega and needs to get naughty and thoughty. Like, they're secretly the heir to a throne and they have like magical abilities. You know, like, I just need a little spice, a little something, a public sex scene. I don't know. Already, Elsie Silver. I'm just gonna move on. Why am I trying to justify this? I plan on reading her because I always say like I don't enjoy those books, and then I pick them up and I'm like, oh, this is kind of cute. You know, I changed my mind. I'm a mood reader. I'm a Cancer. We are led by emotions. So those are my excuses. So this next author, I started one of their books and then I DNF'd it. I'm so sorry. So I'm not counting this as reading a book from the author because I never finished the book. And that's Hazelwood. I feel horrible saying this, I really do. I started The Love Hypothesis and I wasn't feeling the vibe. Me and The Love Hypothesis, it wasn't our time. We weren't connecting. So we went our separate ways. I DNF'd the book and they went to have great success. And again, I am not, why am I talking like I broke up with this book? And I'm not someone to bash books or think because a book is really popular, it automatically means it's overrated. So I just didn't post anything about it, and I think the reason I wasn't loving that book was because on TikTok, on Book Talk, people were talking about it like it was the smuttiest, steamiest, hottest book ever. And I picked it up and I was just like, okay, this is not that. And I never finished the book, so like those opinions were just based off of the first like 100 or so pages. We plan on reading from her again, and I think the book that I'm gonna like is The Bride. That one comes out in February of 2024, I think. The vibe of it, I think like it's a vampire and werewolf book. See, just a little paranormal, just a little something extra, just a little something different. That's what I need, and I feel like I'm gonna like that one. I will read from her when that book comes out. I'm gonna go through the Amazon list real quick and just kind of tell you guys some contemporary authors that I've never read from. Again, doesn't mean I won't read from them. Lauren Asher, Have not read from Miss Lauren Asher. Liz Tomford, I haven't. I really want to read Caught Up because that was like everyone's favorite book of the year. There's really no reason that I haven't read from her because I do like sports romances. But yeah, I haven't read from her. Elsie Silver, I know her books really had their moment this year, which I love for her, but have not read that. I feel like those books are also kind of long and people say that they're very, very emotional, and I cry easily. I actually cry like in epilogues and happily ever afters because I'm like, I just love love and I'm so happy they're together. Yeah, anything makes me cry. So I have to be in the mood for those types of contemporary romances. Next one is so random, and I feel like this is the point where you guys are gonna be like, so Sam, you don't have taste. I feel like is what your comments are going to be. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. I've never read Jane Austen. Never. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Her books were just never required reading for me personally in like my English classes. Ever we would have to pick a book from like a required reading list to do like a book report or an essay or anything, I never picked Miss Jane Austen. I didn't, because in that time in high school when I feel like a lot of people were reading her books, when I was in high school, I was in a paranormal phase. Like I loved anything paranormal. Classics that I was reading were Dracula or Phantom of the Opera. I really oddly was like obsessed with Greek mythology. So any like Greek mythology, like the Odyssey or whatever, that's what I was reading in high school. And I just never read Miss Jane Austen. I've never seen a Jane Austen adaptation like Pride and Prejudice. Again, that is one of those things that it's such like a media reference that I feel like I've watched it. Okay, I am aware of like the hand clench moment, the longing glances. Like I feel like I know what's going on. Now this is like the point where you all unfollow me because apparently I have the most random taste in books. Next up, I have not read a Gianna Darling book. I think when I first started reading romances, I wasn't really like in the MC mafia vibe. Like it had its moment, right? MC romances and mafia romances. All of those tropes really had their moment. And when they were having their moment, I was probably picking up like historical romances. That's another thing, is that I really only started reading again about 3-ish years ago. I read a lot in high school, a lot of paranormal romances, a little break or kind of a long break. And then during the pandemic, like many of us did, I discovered BookTube and started reading more. But by the time that happened, I feel like there were so many popular books that I just missed. I missed the wave. Just too much to catch up on. And I missed the wave of like MC and Mafia. Another author I've never read from is Ashley Jade. Everyone tells me that her books are very, very angsty and emotional and messy, which I do like. I do like some messiness in my books. But again, I'm very sensitive and I feel like I have to be in the mood to like put myself through angst. Another author I have not read from, and I'm very sorry to say, is Katerina Amora. I hope I pronounced her name correctly. I'm super sorry if I didn't. I think she writes mafia romances as well. And again, I was late to the mafia romance trend. Most mafia romance authors, I've read Sophie Lark, I've read J.T. Geisinger, I've read some novellas that had like a mafia romance plot, like Casey Mint had some. I think that's about it. Yeah, I haven't read too many mafia authors because again, I was just kind of late to that trope, and my favorite are just Sophie Lark. I just read hers, honestly, so I need to read her books. I do like an arranged marriage trope though, so I don't know why I haven't read from her, so I'll get on that. All right, this video was chaotic because I did not have a list. I just knew there were a lot of popular authors I haven't read from. I'm super tired. I'm just rambling, but I promise I do read. I promise I do read. This list would make it seem like I don't, but I promise I do. All right, I love you guys so much. Thank you for taking time out of your day to spend time with me. It means the literal world to me. I hope you guys are all staying happy and healthy, and I will see you in tomorrow's Vlogmas video.